YouTube. What's the big old deal? Man? It's y'all favorite hood partner, Big Nina Boy. And we back cracking with another one on my mama's son. So if it's up there, it's stuck there, man. So listen, before we get into this reaction, man, let me say something, homie. And really catch this game, though, right? See, the devil won't attack you when you live in your life in sin. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure I'm clear. Catch this game, though, right? Now, look, because when you think about it, the devil won't attack you when you live in your life in sin. It's when you try to change your life, that's when he send them demons around you. You see what I'm saying? Soon as you try to get up out of there, like, man, I had enough fun today. That's when he send them demons, cuz. So look, catch this game, though, man. You know, you gotta understand something, man. Nowadays you gotta be prepared, man, to not talk to everybody. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be prepared to know that you're not gonna talk to the same people you used to run with back in the day. You gotta start changing up, man. You gotta start you gotta start growing. Because what we seeing on this internet, this is a whole new ball game. Oh, this cold, boy. I'm talking about the devil is, man, he everywhere. That nigga, man, look, long as you out here living life in sin, robbing, stealing, killing, drug dealing, all that. Oh, the devil, he cool. He give you a couple of dollars and all that. Here, take this, nigga. Let me give you $20,000. Nigga, you all right, keep doing that. But soon as you like, man, I'm gonna take care of this family, I'm gonna pay these bills, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave these suckers alone. That's when he send them demons around, man. And you gonna start falling out with people over the smallest thing. You know what I'm saying? A person will find a reason to hate on you once they realize that you're trying to do something positive. Everybody say we all want to push the positive narrative, but it ain't nobody trying to push that because the streets don't care. The streets is everybody for itself, man. So with that being said, man, never seek revenge, man. You know what I'm saying? Rotten fruit go far from by itself. Stop looking for revenge. Sometimes, nigga, hey, man, rotten fruit go fall by itself, man. You don't even got to look for it. Sometimes it just happened to them off. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this reaction. We got Big U. You know what I'm saying? Big U knew the FBI was looking for him, homie. He already knew his own homies was telling. See, what y'all don't realize is this, though, right? And before we get into it, you know how the FBI work. They contact you when they trying to bring you in. They trying to see if you innocent. So the FBI contacted Big U. They tried to see would Eugene be willing to come in, sit down with them, talk to them, see what's going on, let them establish what they got and want to see if it's all legit. And maybe it probably try to offer him a situation. You know how the feds do it. But they come knock at your door, man. When they got something for you, they come look for you. You see what I'm saying? They had surveillance on his house for 2 weeks. The FBI was scoping that house for 2 weeks. He wasn't there for 2 weeks. Y'all got to look at that paperwork, man. That nigga already knew they was on to him. He just knew he wasn't finna go talk to the FBI. So let's get into this reaction, man, and let's see what's going on, gang. Let's go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go.
On December 27, 2020, on an intercepted call, defendant Henley told another Big U enterprise associate that OG Crip cuz need to be disciplined thoroughly for a violation of cripping. On December 30th, 2022, on an intercepted call, defendant Henley said that when defendant Henley catches whack 100, I'm going to break his jaw.
Just for me, living through that experience, I know checking and it ain't nothing wrong with that. Checking in is the new word for a relationship.
That's what it is. Pardon me, I'm sweating and shit like that, but he got the show.
Hey, look, getting into it, God. Hey, listen, bro. Look at. I want y'all to look at. Hey, listen, homie. Look how Big U is looking at that little nigga. But also listen to the stuff that they got on the wiretap. What they got that boy on that wiretap saying, man, it's catastrophic. It's catastrophic. That nigga, you was talking extremely too much. The power, sometimes niggas don't realize the power that you got. Don't abuse that power. Because that same power that you abusing, somebody use that shit against you and get you up out of here, homie. Watch this. Let's go.
On December 27, 2020, on an intercepted call, defendant Henley told another Big U Enterprise associate that OG Crip cuz need to be disciplined thoroughly for a violation of cripping. On December 30th, 2022, on an intercepted call, defendant Henley said that when defendant Henley catches whack 100, I'm gonna break his jaw.
Just for me living through that experience, I know checking and it ain't nothing wrong with that. Checking in it is the new word for a relationship.
That's what it is. Pardon me, I'm sweating and shit like that. But he got the show. Look, he got cameras on us at World Stars called Check In. Now he ain't come to check in. He just came to get some of this love. You heard? If you ain't got none of this love, I don't know how it's gonna go for you. You heard? But all we doing is play.
You can go to the club and spend $80,000 on bottles. And you can spend $10,000 to go in the club, but you haven't done nothing to help the neighborhood. You know, this young man just gave.
So look, this is where it's gonna look like. I was even looking at how can he argue this? So basically, these people that's not from your specific area. Because I was like, damn, how can you argue this? Because they're going to get him on extortion. They're going to get him on so many charges, right? But when you have Chris Brown, who is not from California, who's actually from a blood set, a Pyru set, you got this young little nigga making donations to your organization in regards to your neighborhood. That nigga, he's already documented as a Pyru. He already run with the B team, right? He not with the C team. So when they look at that shit, his reference is like, damn, nigga, like you making that money, nigga, you could donate that to that nigga ain't from neighborhood at all, cuz he looks like a victim right here. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a little boy sitting in his chair getting rubbed on his motherfucking head. Sit your ass there, little nigga. You know what I'm saying? You motherfucking dancing ass, motherfucker. Set your little dancing ass on, nigga. Come on with that shit. We gonna need about some money too, little nigga. Cause this looks like if they use this in court, bro, this just looks extremely bad. I don't care how nobody cut that, nigga. This don't look good. Look how young he look at this motherfucker. He looks so young and he looks like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's pressed. This look like a full court press, bro. You see what I'm saying? And don't know. And I'm gonna tell y'all this though, bro. I don't know how the jury work and all that shit in the feds. I ain't never been to it, but I'm pretty sure, bro. Chris Brown is like a young icon. You know what I'm saying? A nigga look like a fucking victim, like a motherfucking nigga, and he looks helpless. You know what I'm saying? He nigga quiet. You know what I'm saying? You got this big ass monster over there, nigga, shit popped out. Then you got that linebacker right there sitting right behind him, like, don't you motherfucking move, nigga, don't you motherfucking move. You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown, yeah, nigga he ain't Pyruing right now, boy. Nigga with that Crip shit. Let's go, boy. It's looking bad for him.
A 500 pair of tennis shoes, and he about to give out another 500 pair of tennis shoes.
I'm dealing with, and I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about whack, loose cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this.
He's been a community leader as well. So when you get to be extra OG, you get to be a community leader. So Big U was running this organization called Development Options, but was also working through what they call a grid program where it was getting paid over like $540,000 a year. So in about a few years, he got paid almost damn near $3 million because the program they have in LA is that the cops, like, it's not like these other places, like say New York. The cops are scared of the gangs. You know why? Because the gangs almost outnumber the cops.
Then he turned around and hit me on the same Instagram. That's what upset at me. And I'm like, little nigga, I've been hitting you up on the same line. Now you hit me. And that's where our problem, that's where I was like, and I'm like, wait a minute, man. So that's where it was. But like I said, I'm still supposed to be a bigger nigga though.
No, I'm glad you said something about that, because this is something that everybody need to hear. Mm-hmm. All right, like you just said, you check in with somebody everywhere you go. Right. Look, not you, but the young niggas. young niggas got the word check in so messed up right now.
Right.
Like when a nigga say check in, the nigga automatic, not you on the young people got that word just messed up right
That's
now.
what y'all crazy is.
When somebody hear check in, they automatically think like
you check like you paying a nigga a check.
You feel me? Or like
nah, nigga finishing that nigga word. Hey, listen, bro, I ain't one of them niggas, man, that like putting paint where it ain't. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, I don't care how you categorize that shit, boy. He making that shit look like, yeah, nigga, like, yeah, man. These is grown men. That's how I see it. But my thing is this, man, you know, to see him look like he's trying to make it look like it's bittersweet and all that shit, nigga. I just can't respect his Quando Rondo cripping at this point. I see why, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, little nigga, yeah, you ain't built for it. And this ain't no shout out to Savannah, Georgia, man, but yeah, he ain't built for no California cripping because, you know what I'm saying? Of course a nigga go dummy that shit down for you. Easy call. I'm gonna make it there. Yeah, man, it ain't nothing but just saying hello. Check in and say, hey, man, when you see a nigga, throw a rock at a nigga. Say hello. Nah, yeah, nigga, that's cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's love over here, brother. All right, cool. But nigga, we know what that shit really look like. Let's go.
Oh, he's saying I gotta pull up here. But that's why I'm glad you said that, because I never really had a problem with like checking that. Like when, like one time I've been in my hometown and the rapper came down there, I'm like, I've been down, he ain't even came and mess with me, you feel me? That's where I'm from. I just wanted to show him certain stuff.
Yeah.
You feel me? So just for me living through that experience, I know checking and it ain't nothing wrong with that.
Man.
Checking in it is the new word for a relationship.
That's what it is.
But before we get into that, we're going to start with a breakdown of charges against him.
In November 2022, defendant Henley arranged for a co-conspirator to collect an illegal debt from a current NBA All-Star player who purportedly owed $300,000 to a Big U enterprise associate. In November 2022, defendant Henley took a portion of the debt that current NBA star player owed as a fee for collecting illegal debt. On November 7, 2020, an intercepted call after an extortion victim stated that defendant Henley had not fully paid the extortion victim for the work on defendant Henley's vehicle. Defendant Henley directed defendant Martin to call the extortion victim right now and stated that he would go out there and kill that nigga. Defendant Martin then connected defendant Henley with the extortion victim and participated in the extorted call. On November 14, 2020, on an intercepted call, defendant Henley described to a former National Football League NFL player that defendant Henley would beat the shit out of the producer who owned the studio in Las Vegas because he started shit between defendant Henley and Whack 100. Whack 100 name in here again, y'all. On November 22nd, 2022, on an intercepted call, defendant Henley told an incarcerated individual that anyone coming at him come correct because defendant Henley always has two blowers, i.e. firearms on him. On November 27th.
It's bad, bro.
See what I mean? Like talking like that, you know, this ain't the Big U that we thought we knew or that we see in the public eye. This is the this is rolling 60 Big U. The whole different persona, man. Let's go.
2nd, 2022, on the intercepted call, defendant Henley told an incarcerated individual that defendant Henley was going to charge someone in federal prison $6,000 to have a phone smuggled to him. On November 23rd, 2022, on the intercepted, defendant Henley said that he can pay 3 people $50 each to beat someone up. On November 23rd, 2022, on an intercepted call, defendant Henley described paying people to mess up a store that was refusing to provide defendant Henley a discount on this.
So because you can't get a disc, bro, they got this man for extortion.
Hey, Las Vegas homeowner. Did you know that if your solar panels were installed between January of 2012 and December of
He extorting everybody, bro. He extorting everybody. And it's crazy because he said he's like low-key alluded to a lot of these things in interviews, like when he went on Drink Champ and like I forgot that other podcast that he went on where he was speaking on, like he was just saying too much, bro. This nigga was bullying everybody. That's why the story that these other people that came out, like the I think her name, I think SKG or something like that. Her story came out a long time ago. This, and then also, not to mention, Big U's sister had came out and said how he was bullying and to get his way, bro. These people are going, well, they already flipped on him, but yeah, it's not looking good for this man. Man, he out here, he paying to get people beat up, paying to get people store trash in order for him to get, if he don't get a discount. Like, that's crazy work, bro.
December 27, 2020, on an intercepted call, defendant Henley told a Big U Enterprise associate that they need to hang OG cuz. On December 27, 2020, on an intercepted call, defendant Henley told another Big U Enterprise associate that OG Crip cuz need to be disciplined thoroughly for a violation of cripping. On December 30th, 2022, on an intercepted call, defendant Henley said that when defendant Henley catches whack 100, I'm going to break his jaw. On December 31, 2022, on an intercepted call, defendant Henley.
All these intercepted calls, bro, is going to make him look so, they don't even got to paint him to be no monster, bro. The wiretaps alone, all these calls saying all this stuff, bro, talking about breaking people's jaw, talking about disciplining people, hanging people, extorting people, stealing from people, taking from people.
Bro. It's bad.
Like, bro, this is gonna be, he's finished.
Henley said that defendant Henley was bigger than deceased rapper Nipsey Hussle. That defendant Henley disciplined Nipsey Hussle, and that defendant Henley was bigger than any other Rolling 60.
And this is gonna, this in the public's eye, the way I feel like everybody gonna see this is like this is gonna also make for another case as far as because they're gonna try to pin Nipsey Hussle murder on him as well. This is not gonna look good. This looks like jealousy, envy. You know, it's just gonna add to them building a case to paint him to be, you know, a monster, bro. Because this is crazy. Like, and he talking like this behind the scene, and just
so my job, man. Just so y'all understand, this ain't nothing to play with. They got him on wiretap. This is all from the wiretap. You smell what I'm selling? See, what y'all gotta realize. Big U, see, he couldn't get his ducks in a row. He attacked the wrong thing. You see what I'm saying? He was trying to get some money. He knew his funds, they was going to automatically freeze the funds. They had to get rid of the funds because that was the only way to keep him alive. So when everybody like, oh, I would have ran if I was Big U. With what money? Nigga, the only money that Big U had was tied into these donations in that grid program. That's it. He never had like an actual job. Niggas paid him to be him. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I say y'all gotta catch this game, bro. Big U, his hands was tied. He wasn't gonna go nowhere. See, let me tell you something about way they trying to paint him as a monster and say that he a killer and all that crazy ass shit, right? Let me tell you something. When people only support people that's getting supported, you see what I'm saying? So when you only as good as your power. Nigga, we're talking about multimillionaires and businessmen. If they realized that Big U didn't have no more power and his money was tied in, ain't nobody go do business with no alleged. I want to make sure that I'm clear. Ain't nobody. Hey, listen, homie. I'm catch this game, y'all, nigga. Ain't nobody finna do no business with no killer. You understand what I'm saying? Like, his power was only predicated off of him being retroactive and still having, money coming in and still having donations coming in. Once you tie both of those hand in hand, you gonna start seeing the real truth in people. You see what I'm saying? That's why, man. Look, bro. Let me tell y'all this, man. They say money don't make you happy. They say money don't make you happy. But it's accept donations. Money can't make you happy, but it could accept some donations. So that nigga, look, because that nigga was accepting donations like a motherfucker. I'm telling y'all, boy, nigga, devil, give me that shit. Hey, man, hey. I think what Big U accomplished is probably what every gang banger, every gang member will want to accomplish. He put it down and fuck all the stripes and shit. Nigga, that's man, come on, it's 2025. Nobody care about what nobody did back in those days. He was able to capitalize off of what he did back in those days. Shit, half of us was a specimen in our daddy nutsack. You know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't even out here like that. You know what I'm saying? What that nigga was out here, the nigga was out here banging in the what in the early 80s? 70, not 70. I mean, shit, he like second generation. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, nigga, that shit is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But, nigga, he put it down to the point he was able to receive a contract under development options by the GRID program, which accumulated, what, $2 to $3 million? Not to mention, Kanye West gave that nigga $3 million. That's a total of $6 million. Not to mention, he was getting donations from Wiz Khalifa for 5 years. Nigga, he was able to get money out of Wiz Khalifa for 5 years. You see what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, let's be clear. Remember, the paperwork already came out that he made some statements on Eddie Boy. Niggas always want to say, I don't take no sides, nigga. If it's paperwork on Big U doing that to Eddie Boy, then shit, nigga, he got down foul on him, man. I don't care what nobody say, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all go look at that paperwork. It's out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't really rock with 600 like that because, you know, I think when I be saying shit, he take it the wrong way, and I just be dropping my nuggets. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, don't get in your feelings, bastard. You know what I'm saying? I call a spade, nigga. But look, before we get into this reaction, man, there's something that I realized, man. The older you get, the more you realize that you don't got time for no bullshit. You see what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at in life. The older you get, nigga, the more you realize that you don't got time for bullshit. Like the older you get, the quiet you become. I swear to God, nigga, when it's confrontation or it's some smoke with it, nigga, I'm so quiet on it, nigga, because I'll be a fool in my 40s giving some motherfucking, some sucking nigga my energy. You see what I'm saying? The older you get, the quiet you become. And that's some real game for your ass. And silence is powerful. Nigga. Hey, listen, like I told y'all, man, some of us got to realize that it's going to be some people that we're never going to ever talk to again in life. You see what I'm saying? Because you're trying to go up. When you trying to go up, everybody can't come with you. You see what I'm saying? But see, I think Big U waited too late. See, he had the money. He had the popularity. He had the fame. All he had to do was sit in the cut. But talking on that phone, making people realize that the power, he knew he had the power. Why acknowledge it? You see what I'm saying? Because to be the man, you got to knock down the boss. It's only a matter of time. I don't care how long you stay in that top spot position. Somebody is finna come, nigga, and nigga pop your pina colada. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, knock the battery out your back. Niggas don't care about, nigga be talking, yeah, nigga, I mean, that nigga, shit, nigga, that nigga, yeah, JP and them, yeah, them nigga, 82, yeah, nigga, we were smoking Newports in the county, nigga, that nigga, dumped that motherfucking, did a kung fu kick, pow, pow, hit a nigga throat and made chili come out of there, that nigga, bad nigga. Nobody give us, it's 2025, bro. Who give a shit? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody caring about what niggas did in the past, man. I honestly feel like this. If you're not successful with it now, then that shit expired. You see what I'm saying? That's just like a nigga, like a nigga Stripes. Nigga still bragging about what he did in 96 and shit. Nigga, you ain't doing it now. That shit expired, nigga. Dog shit. Nigga can't come telling me, yeah, that nigga real one over there. Yeah, that nigga used to put it down back in the day. Shit, that nigga look like he limping over there. Hell yeah, nigga, he coughing and shit. I seen that cane in his truck too, nigga. I know that nigga got a fucked up ankle. I don't give me that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you notice, shit, nigga, how many niggas you see from back in the day that got them big stripes out here still putting in work? Oh, we did it. We don't got to do it now. But you use these little young niggas to do it, though. Hell nah, fuck all that shit. And see, this is where he fucked up at. Talking on that phone. Talking on that wire, telling motherfuckers he had sent some people over there they're going to have a field day with that, man. And it's sad because, you know, he was just talking about how Loose Cannon and Brick Baby is talking too much on these podcasts. But now the feds come out and say, gotcha, nigga. And they got everything all the shit you were saying. All that shit that you were saying, nigga. Man, nigga, boy, let me tell you something, nigga. Yeah, nigga, they gonna make some corn inside out your motherfucking ass, boy. They finna put you on that skillet and cook your ass. Nigga, they got look at all the evidence they got against him on his wiretap. This wiretap is catastrophic. It is humongous. This is big. And I don't know if y'all be paying attention, gang, but me, I'm watching. Nigga, with the scope, nigga, I would never get caught in these type of environment. I mean, situations. Nigga, too old, because I be damn, nigga, I'm 68 years old and I'm looking at 300 years. Man, hey, what? Man, let me get up out of here, God. I'm ready to come home to you, God. Hey, I know I did some wrong, baby, but I did some good too. Let me come upstairs. I tell you, I apologize. You said ask for forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? And I'm ready to, nigga, 300 years. I ain't gonna be here, nigga. Fuck. Don't give me that shit. I ain't scared. See, everybody want to live, but everybody's scared to die. Not this nigga right here. Let's go.
It looks bad. It looks bad when you're talking like this. So it's like people gonna start talking, and this leads me to believe that he probably did have something to do with Nipsey's demise, man. Because I always felt that energy from him, just based off of like little stuff that he was doing, like after Nipsey passed, and like it just seemed like, and obviously you're gonna try to keep your enemies close, right? That's basically what he was doing, because he didn't really mess with Nipsey like that. If you talking like that behind closed doors, like, why are you hating on this man? And even in his death, you still hating on him. That's some crazy work.
On December 31st, 2022, on an intercepted call, Defendant Henley said that if anyone has an issue with Defendant Henley, they will no longer be alive. On this January 1st, 2023, on an intercepted call.
That's crazy. He's cooked.
I'm telling you, bro.
He's cooked.
This is looking ugly. This is gonna look bad. Him saying that alone.
And wiretap. This is a wiretap.
He already got the murder for the they already trying to pin the murder on him for the boy that was in Vegas that passed away. Rayshawn. I forgot Ray.
Yeah, so I got you, bro. So Rayshawn Williams. You see what I'm saying? So this is the thing about Rayshawn Williams, right? Yeah, I gotta understand something. Hold on. They got Big U taking him to the studio. They got him look, they got you picked him up from the Airbnb, took him to the studio. You're on camera with Rayshawn Williams, and you on camera leaving with Rayshawn Williams, right? Then 20 minutes later, you return back to the studio without that nigga, sweating, and you had the footage removed. Now, what I told y'all was what? I told y'all that they got that studio, and this is not facts at this point, but reason to believe that that's Marley Marl's studio. Marley Marl lives in Vegas. Mind you, they got him on a prostitution ring in Vegas, and that was his recording studio. Y'all know the producer, Marley Marl, the one that made all the Peaches and Cream. If anybody know Run 12, Peaches and Cream, baby, you know what I'm saying? Y'all remember Peaches and Cream, nigga, the skater ring and shit, nigga. She was like, she's like, you're not finna stick that inside of me. I'm saying, so I gotta use my finger again? She was like, yeah, I'm not ready to do it, Nina. Get that thing away from me. So, all right, man, fuck. Man, I'm fucking hand tired. I don't feel nothing. I remember that Peaches and Cream, boy. You see that Peaches and Cream, baby. That's all right there, boy. Can I get some? Woo, up there, boy. I knocked the stuffing off that little muffin and she would have gave it to me. Yeah, I remember them days. Yeah, I remember them. It's all right. Let's get back to this reaction, though, gang.
Sean something. And then he talking like that. And then we've also seen a pattern every time somebody make a diss song about them, they could come up missing, or they end up being unalive. The Ray Sean boy that passed away, he did a diss song towards Big U. What happened to him? They found his body in the desert. You know, Nipsey once upon a time made a diss song about Big U as well, and Big U pulled up on him trying to, you know, and Nipsey brother had to step in and you know, get him up off him. And then shortly after, you know, Nipsey passed away. It's just looking bad, bro. And by him saying that, this is gonna prove, it's gonna help their case against him, because it's gonna make it look like, okay, he on some like kingpin type shit, like he you know turned on his own community though. That's the cold part about it.
Why did no one tell Nevada drivers about this new rule?
If you are currently insured, drive less than 50.
Defender Henley said that he was not beefing with Nipsey Hussle because if any beef with Defender Henley, I'm going to kill him, period. I am going to murder him. On January 2nd, 2023, on an interception call, Defender Henley told Big U Enterprise Associates DS that to manipulate the press for DS lawsuit against law enforcement, DS should show both positive and negative parts of his life, wear glasses, and say that he was working with developing options, even though he was not. On January 2nd, 2023, on an intercepted call, Defender Henley told Big U Enterprise Associates DS that Defender Henley needed to at least break the producer's jaw. On January 3rd, 2023, on an intercepted call, Defender Henley described to an incarcerated individual tooling up with firearms to travel to a Crips neighborhood because we are the most arrogant, bougie, self-righteous motherfuckers on planet Earth. On January 3rd, 2023, on an intercepted call, Defender Henley told an incarcerated individual that Defender Henley was going to purchase 6 miniature phones to send to the incarcerated individual so that he could sell them in prison for $1,000 each. On January 5th, 2023, on an intercepted call, Defender Henley said that another individual was done for being a rat.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if they start speaking on like other murders and stuff like that, and start trying to pin like other murders on him, because look how he's talking in these wiretaps, bro. Look how this man is talking, bro. That is crazy work. Talking too much. It's like, this is why, like, if I always told myself, if I was gonna ever, you know, do some dirt, I'm just gonna do it by myself, because you just can't trust nobody, bro. He's talking too much, and he got too comfortable. He got way too comfortable and thinking he was untouchable, and we seen that. Hey, what did the Bible say? Pride go before destruction, go before the fall. And right now we are seeing the fall. You know, this man was envious. He was very envious and jealous.
So this is what it goes back to me saying to y'all, man. See, the devil won't attack you, homie, when you living your life in sin. I'm talking about the devil when you living your life in sin, you getting drunk every night, you having sex, you busting all these nuts, and you're robbing, you're flocking, drive-bys, and all of this shit. The devil won't fuck with you. You feel me? The devil won't attack you when you live in your life in sin. You see what I'm saying? This revert right back to that. But when you try to change your life for the better, that's when the devil starts sending those demons your way. Like, nah, nigga, where you going, nigga? Nah, now you want to change your motherfucking life? Nigga, what about 2 weeks ago? Hell yeah, you was fucking that girl over there, fucking that girl over there. You robbing niggas over here. You dogging out your baby mama. You don't even call your mama and go over there and take out the trash for your mama. You calling your mama stupid and don't call your phone and you know what I'm saying? You never hang with your little brother, and you got these little young niggas on the block. You telling these little niggas go kill everything moving, and nigga, you want to get my respect, go kill some. See all that type of shit? yeah, the devil ain't gonna fuck with you. And you might have a little fun, and God, the devil might even bless you with whatever, you know what I'm saying, money and cars and opportunity. But I promise you this, when that shift change, that paradigm change, or somebody that God sending your way, say, look, nigga, cut it out, change your life, or are you coming around somebody positive, and they get you to at least try to attempt to do better, that's when that's when the devil send his demons your way. I promise you. That's when, when you like, man, I'm tired of drinking, man. I'm tired of standing on the block killing shit. I'm tired of all that shit, man. I'm about to look for a job. I'm finna probably go back to school. I'm finna go hang with my mom. I'm finna go hang with my kids. That's when the devil send them demons your way. Boom, you get in a car accident. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all that type of shit. And then you already know, keep your heart cold, nigga, and never, stay dangerous. All the power of the tongue speak life and death. You smelling what I'm selling? Everybody, like, that's how we was raised. Nigga, hey, stay dangerous. Nigga, keep your heart cold. Nigga, you can't be no good nigga in the streets, because being a good nigga in the streets will get you killed. And you spend all your life being ruthless and grimy, even towards the ones that love you the most. You see what I'm saying? And then when you get old and you catch on, you gonna start going through that downhill. Because see, it's so easy to call on God, but when God call on you, nigga, he gonna destroy everything in your world like a tornado. Boom, 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 boom. Nigga, you go get fired from that job, or you go get evicted from your apartment. Shit, I just seen a broad get evicted from her apartment. She went to the office. She destroyed all the TVs. Oh, y'all gonna kick me and my babies out, bitch? You gonna take me and my kid? My kid's about to be homeless, bitch. Ain't nobody having nothing in this motherfucker. And that bitch went A-Rab on that motherfucker. I'm talking about nigga broke every laptop, computer. I'm like, bitch, I'm proud of you, but you going to jail like a mother. That bitch going to jail, boy. You ain't gonna have them kids. Don't worry about them babies, nigga. They going to children's services. Yeah, adios, little motherfucker. Your mama, and it's on YouTube. They can see that shit. You see what I'm saying? That broad, she destroyed the whole management department just because you couldn't pay your rent. They kicked you out, and they didn't want to understand your circumstances. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened, though. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes God will take you through the most drastic shit, and he'll destroy everything that you wanted. And sometimes God will take some shit away from you that you will never be okay with. Like, he might take that motherfucking woman that you land up with, or that woman that think that she could do better than you because she got niggas in her Instagram trying to fuck, not trying to wife her up or be in a relationship or really help raise her kids with her. Nah, she like the attention and all that shit because her friends got her mind thinking like, oh yeah, bitch, this is our life, bitch. We popping bottles, we shopping every week. That shit will end. And when that shit end, all your friends go separate, and some of them might elevate, and you go fall down. You see what I'm saying? And then that nigga that was just like, shit, bitch, I'm working 12 hours a fucking day. You think I want to go hang out with my bros? She like, well, that's what a man supposed to do, is provide. You ain't even finished high school. So you want a nigga to provide for a motherfucker who didn't even graduate high school? If he fall, he has nobody else. You see what I'm saying? And then when he fall, you leave his ass. He bounce back. Now he rich and famous. You talking about you still, hell nah, he don't want your motherfucking ass. Fuck all that shit. Hell nah, bitch, when I fell down, bitch, you got up out of here. Ain't no coming back over here. Get your funky ass somewhere else. I didn't shit, bitch. Don't forget, I seen some ski marks in your panties. When we was in, yeah, bitch, I remember, bitch, you had, a little brown stain. You talking about, I was getting dragged. It was Hennessy. No, bitch, that was some little chili in your panties. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, motherfucker. You hit the motherfucker. You made sure that I didn't see your panties anywhere, because I would have probably, oh, shit. It's a jokey joke, baby. I don't know why. See, I'm trying to work on my stage shit. That's why I be bringing Uncle Nephew out. You know what I'm saying? So when I get on that stage, laugh, motherfucker. But y'all don't get it, man. Let's get into this reaction, gang. Let's go. They like, don't be talking about no woman panties. Ugh, nigga, it didn't stink. It was a flower. No, that was Dookie.
The late great Nipsey Hussle. He's bullying everybody, extorting everybody, and it's just crazy because you put that, like Nipsey said, you put that energy out there in the world. I mean, I'm not surprised that we seeing this unfold like this, bro, because he literally did it to himself.
Yeah.
Nobody told him to go on these podcasts and be on these phone calls talking all reckless like that. Like, and especially if you know the feds is on you, right, or the feds is watching. Like,
so y'all, all that right there, man, that's crazy. You know, I ain't gonna go through all that. Y'all heard what was said, but it looked like he was having phone conversations with other dudes. And, you know, like I said, when you don't know the feds is listening, and you know you shooting your shot and you popping your ish, ain't no telling what'll come out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he was saying he was bigger than Nipsey. He the biggest 60. He had Nipsey discipline, all type of like crazy stuff. So, you know, that, you know, these are just the phone calls, wiretaps, not my words. These are you words. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
So what that tell y'all, gang? Look, let me tell y'all something. Like, right? All right, so recently y'all just heard 03 Greedo getting his chain robbed, right? Everybody don't even get it. 03 Greedo is a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? He touched $1 million doing his music shit. You know, I was somebody who actually used to, you know, we used to be in the same studio together, right? But 03 Greedo got his shit robbed because, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't controllable. When you're not controllable, prime example, 03 Greedo, right? They know they you know, his homies know they can't say, hey, Greedo, hey, nigga, get a hood about 50,000. They know they can't approach him like that because that is considered extortion. Nigga, like, nigga, for what? Nigga, you ain't put your life on the line. Nigga, where was you niggas at when I was in jail? When I did all that time in jail, what you niggas sent to me on my books? Name something you niggas did for me. So niggas know they can't approach him like that, right? So what they do is, hey, Greedo, hey, we got the little homie right here, man. That nigga trying to rap, nigga, put him in position. You know what I'm saying? Sign that nigga to your label, you know, give him a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying? Show the hood that you giving back. And what they gonna do with that is whatever that they get him to sign you, and then whatever he give you, you go break bread with the niggas who made that shit happen. So that money that you get, nigga, they only reason you got there because they forced him on you. You know what I'm saying? So that money now, they be like, man, get that nigga, man, give him some life-changing money, man. Get that nigga 500,000 or something, nigga. You know what I'm saying? $250,000 or something, nigga. Sign that nigga. He hot, nigga. There go the catalog, nigga. You got it. They like, fuck that little nigga music. They just want the money. So he like, nah, nigga, my roster full. Nah, nigga, you can't. Nah, bro, I don't need no more artists right now. They like, oh, shit, okay. So that's their only way. They can't come in through the front door saying, nigga, give me some money because it's going to look funny. How could you ask a nigga for some money and ain't nobody did nothing for him? But you got to get back to your hood. But you don't got to get back to an individual. Nigga, you can do a backpack drive. You can feed, you can do charity dinners for the women in your community. You know what I'm saying? You can buy Christmas trees and give them to the families. If a nigga can't respect that, then nigga, this ain't about no community then. Nigga, this ain't about the hood. You see what I'm saying? Nigga just trying to, nigga strong arm a nigga, basically. So they couldn't get at him like that. So what they did was they got people around him like, look, nigga, get this nigga to the hood, nigga. This nigga over here saying he ain't fucking with us, but y'all fucking with him, and y'all say y'all still good in the hood. Nigga, get this nigga to the hood, or nigga, all y'all niggas got problems. If y'all fucking with him, y'all stuck with him. Don't come back to the hood. If that's how y'all niggas feel, and that type of pressure on some niggas who fucking with Greedo, they like, bro, you gotta come back to the hood, nigga. You still carrying the name, cuz, you feel me? Woo, woo. And got that nigga over there, and nigga felt comfortable coming to the hood with some niggas he knew had his back. And shit, nigga, it was curtains, cuz nigga like shit, nigga, we finna rob you. We finna rob all y'all. We ain't trying to really rob y'all, but we gotta do that just so he could feel like y'all was getting robbed too, so we could get what we get. You know what I'm saying? And fuck around and, you know what I'm saying? Now you stuck with the jury. You know what I'm saying? Nigga pull up in his hood with all his jewelry on and pulling up in the Aston Martin. Everybody over there is hyenas. Them niggas is dogs. What happened to a dog? If you don't feed a dog, it's gonna turn on you. You smell what I'm selling? When you don't feed a dog, gang, it will turn on you. You see what I'm saying? Even a hit dog go holler. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, nigga, that's exactly what happens. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care who you is. So with Nipsey bought a fucking plaza in his neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? He employed some of his homies. But the ones that didn't want to work for Nipsey, because remember, nobody's bigger than the program. So when you the one who own the plaza, you got the music, you got the international fame, and everybody who stood on them corners and killed for this shit, did time for this shit, they got to sit back and watch you just get successful, get all the riches, the gold, the glory, and they didn't sacrifice 10, 15 years by the choices that they made, but they like, damn, this ain't no nigga, you ain't better than us. Nah, he ain't better than y'all. He was smarter than y'all. See, it's a difference between smarter and better. See, a smart person knows not to try to compete with a tough nigga, because a tough nigga never lasts long. The smart niggas always last the longest. You see what I'm saying? So he was in a situation. Nipsey was in a situation at that point. And some people say Nipsey was going to die regardless because of the sacrifice of the greater good of what he accomplished. See, y'all got to realize something. What Nipsey did was unprecedented. You see what I'm saying? He didn't only, he brought it back to the hood. He thought that, nigga, when you bring it back to the hood, are they still gonna love me? Because, you know, I started here. I want to stay here. I want to build here. But you can't always stay when you make it, because the hood might love you, but it's always some rotten fruit. It's always somebody that's like sitting back like, shit, man, I don't want to come to that nigga store. No, nigga, I don't want no free t-shirt, nigga. Nigga, I just got out of jail, nigga. I'm tired, nigga. You know what I'm saying, nigga, we grew up on the same block. How the fuck this nigga got all of this shit and a nigga ain't kicking me down, nothing. A nigga just want to just get a kick down. You see what I'm saying? And once you give a nigga a kick down, say for instance, you give a nigga 10,000. All right, guess what he gonna do? He's not gonna go buy no business. He's not gonna go buy nothing that's gonna put him in a better position. He's gonna go buy the jewelry, the car, the money, to trick it off. And once he trick it off, now he like, man, shit, nigga, I ran through that shit. Nigga, you got the money, nigga. Give me another 10, cuz. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, I'm your boy. Nigga, stop acting like that. He like, nah, bro, I got business ventures I gotta take care of. Oh, that's what we doing? Cause as soon as you tell a nigga no, that's when everything go down. You see what I'm saying? That's when it go down. So some people, he had to tell some people no. And then that's why he put Black Sam in position. Black Sam wasn't from 60s. So if he put him in charge of everything, you knew Black Sam was going to tell him, hell no, nigga, this is my little brother. A big brother is going to protect his little brother. That was the smartest thing to do. When you got that type of money, you got all of this shit going on, let you be the artist, let you be the face, and let him be the businessman. You see what I'm saying? His brother was the one who invested in his business before they took off. None of them niggas put money up like that. You see what I'm saying? I ain't talking about no borrowing no studio equipment. Do you realize Nipsey Hussle was DP? Yeah. Oh, Nipsey got D. Yeah. Why? It's always going to be the successful people who are growing and who's going up. That it's going to, you got to find a reason to bring a person down, because when they going up, you're not taking them with you. You understand what I'm saying? So if you making it in your hood and you got all these videos you cracking, at some point in time, you're going to have to realize you can't make a mistake. It's funny how you can't make a mistake in gang culture, but niggas could do a drive-by and hit an old lady all day long, go to jail, come home, and still welcome in that hood. Nah, nigga, you killed that old lady. Or no, what about that little girl you hit, nigga, when you sprayed that block down there? Nah, man, that was an accident. It's all good when it's that type of shit. Or, you could knock out your baby mama, knock her teeth out and all that shit, and you still welcome. But it's when you got money and you trying to make it, a nigga will find some way to hate on you so hard that a nigga politic on you. I just heard Dodie Six got DP'd, and he like, thank y'all, I needed that. He like, shit, niggas been waiting on trying to DP me. When you getting money or you chasing money and you got goals, you going places, because everybody can't go with you. And that's going to be a problem, because I always told you, a dog never bark at a parked car. Y'all notice that? You know why a dog don't bark at a parked car? Because that dog know that car ain't going nowhere. But soon as that car leaves, that dog is barking. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, now where you going, nigga? I ain't going with you. You know what I'm saying? A dog will always bark when that car is leaving. Let's go. Shout out to the 633 people in here, man. Hey, look, we're going to take a quick little break, man. I got to go grab some water. But make sure y'all, I want to take this time for y'all to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know if y'all rocking with me, man. That's more important to me than anything. Let's get it.
On January 12th.
Nah, it ain't allegedly no more, because if they got these wiretaps, I mean, that's your voice on the recording. How are you gonna explain that away? How are you gonna get out of that? How are you gonna get out of that? Like, I don't see Big U beating this. The evidence is too thorough. You know what I mean? It's too concrete, bro. They got this man talking on phone calls. His voice, his vocals. And then seeing how you talking about Nipsey, hey, it's a lot of people that love Nip, man. Man.
23 on the intercepted call, defender Henley said he wanted to beat the shit out of Whack 100. On January 17, 2023, on the intercepted call, defender Henley discussed traveling to Jordan Downs within Grape Street Crip territory and threatening to kill motherfuckers every day until he got his things back. On January 17, 2023, on the intercepted call, defender Henley stated that he was the hunter of the 60s and that he had.
And that's the thing too, like, bro is 60 years old. Like, at 60 years old, this nigga is still in the field. And he probably, obviously, yeah, he got people that go for him as well, though. But it's like, bruh, at 60 years old, you should be trying to live your life, enjoy your freedom. Man, hey, kids, stay out the streets, man. The streets ain't it no more, bro. It ain't it. There's too many cameras everywhere. You got, especially because of the internet, I mean, dudes is going on these podcasts, going on the internet, exposing themselves. The police ain't got to do nothing but sit back and watch and listen. Like, it ain't no sense to even doing. And matter of fact, I think somebody was talking about this. I forgot where I was at, but oh no, I was watching something, but I guess they got like something to where, like, man, the technology that they have, the police have right now, is crazy. I heard they have something like basically like where if you like when a shot ring out, they can literally locate the area that the bullet came from and all that stuff, like something that picks up the
right. It's called a if y'all know the name of it, put it in the comments. Is it called a flocker or some shit like that? So if you on a block and they got it, you shoot, it can tell you where did the bullet come from. You know what I'm saying? It locate where the gunshots were from and all of that type of shit. It send a signal and it does a spotter, a shot spotter. Yeah. There you go, right there. There you go. And see, a lot of these dudes don't even realize this shit because they're not paying attention to what's going on. You see what I'm saying? The niggas still thinking you can run around here with a Mac 11 nigga and spray up some shit. That loud it is, it's gonna catch that shit. It's gonna spot it. You see what I'm saying? And it can send signals because that's where all those traffic cams and the traffic lights is at. Boom. So as soon as you get to that main street, it know to start recording when you get to that area. Shots was shot over in that area. So all those traffic cams is gonna follow you all the way. Now, if y'all notice, these cams, they follow you so far, they capture your license plate and they catch your VIN number. So yeah, nigga, I highly doubt that it's profitable to have a shootout. And now, nigga, you know, Donald Trump, nigga, he out here talking about, man, hey, send these niggas to CCOT. That's that Venezuela prison where it's 100 niggas in a cell. They don't come out at all. It ain't no basketball. It ain't no calling your baby mama and all that, talking about marry me. And yeah, you motherfuckers want to get married while you in prison and shit. You didn't want to marry her motherfucking ass when you was on the streets. Yeah, hell no, I can't wait to leave this bitch. You was just waiting for some money. And it never happened. Let's go.
I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm telling you, man, this technology they got, man, they got drones, they got all this type of stuff out now. It's like, doing crimes, that shit's over with. And think you're gonna get away? Nah. This ain't the 80s.
Had obtained paperwork on individuals that should not be associated with the gang anymore. On February 13th, 2023, on an intercepted call, defendant Henley told a co-conspirator that defendant Henley was going to break the jaw of the business manager for a former MVP. On February 14th, 2023, on an intercepted call, defendant Henley described smacking the Jew boy again. On April 1st, 2023, on an intercepted call, defendant Henley asked someone to grab defendant Henley's blower, which he left on the ground in a blue sweater in front of a tire. On April 23rd, 2023, on an intercepted call, defendant Henley discussed gang politics with a co-conspirator and stated, "I'm retired, nigga, activist. I'll pull up on your block right now, nigga, and show up and show out, nigga. That's what happened to the last nigga that thought I was retired." So,
Telling on himself. Bro, he's like did he just admit to unaliving somebody else? Or
so if these is his words, I'm saying the feds got this on wiretap. Why talking about you retired and this and that, and then talking about you would show up and show out and act crazy? So yeah, Big, you was talking crazy over this phone call, man, over these phones. So like, I ain't gonna even lie, like he can't even like really blame nobody but himself, man.
I personally believe, and I'm gonna tell you what I believe versus what I know as a fact, that you could know what to. If I say I believe, you could say, oh, you disagree. If I say I know as a fact, you can't disagree with actual paperwork and the facts. What I believe is that the feds fast-tracked an ongoing indictment for multiple reasons. Let me give you some details. This entire situation got started and the feds got involved after there was a kid that got killed who they claim was by Big U. The kid made this song to Big U. He was signed to Big U. Big U supposedly reportedly had an altercation with the person at the studio, brought that kid to somewhere else, and then they believe at that spot, Big U shot the kid in the head, then brought the kid's body to the side of a highway and dumped it.
Listen, if you've been in a car accident, don't call an attorney. Use this AI app instead. That's what I did, and that.
Okay. Now, the reason why all this is happening, and because I keep telling you the feds don't really come in and fuck LA that much, is that it looks like Big U has been in a very interesting place. He's been a target of many things. Not only has he been going around bragging that he's like, you know, like the Crip version of what Suge Knight is, people are looking at him to be like, yo, okay, if this is, you know, he's been a community leader as well. So when you get to be extra OG, you get to be a community leader. So Big U was running this organization called Development Options, but was also working through what they call a grid program, where it was getting paid over like $540,000 a year. So in about a few years, he got paid almost damn near $3 million, because the program they have in LA is that the cops, like, you know, it's not like these other places, like say New York. The cops are scared of the gangs. You know why? Because the gangs almost outnumber the cops. Okay? So they try to work with them to some extent. So, you know, in some cities, they do what's called a grid program. What a grid program is that, you know, they're going to rely on older and senior members of maybe a gang to try to restore some peace and squash the violence. And also, if there was a situation to happen, that person is going to work with law enforcement to make sure it doesn't go further. Okay? You guys can Google this. It is widely available. It's called the Grid Program Los Angeles. Okay? If you read about it, it will tell you it's a gang prevention programs that hires actual older gang members, because at least in LA, there's a hierarchy. They do care about what the older heads say. as opposed to other places. And they give those people funds and resources to try to, squash violence or retaliatory shit. Okay? All right. So the murder happens. Allegedly. They think it's Big U, but they can't figure it out as Big U. Why can't they figure it out? So at the point, the altercation happened. The first altercation happened with the guy who died in a studio. It was Big U's studio. So apparently Big U orders for all the what do you call it again? I can't speak right now. He orders for all the security cameras to be discarded. So no one could ever find out what happened and how bad the scuffle was before the night the dude disappeared. The witnesses, whether the person who drove Big U to Vegas, because this happened to Vegas, not LA, other people that were around, whether in the studio, whatever, everyone was told, do not speak with the police. Now, it wasn't until a long time afterwards till police, did their due diligence and realized like, oh shit, they believed it was Big U. But what they did do before they got there, and you got to imagine at this point, Big U's getting millions of dollars from this grid program. They want to know if this guy's a criminal. They actually opened up what's called a Title III intercept, which is a wiretap. And they started tapping his phone. And when they tapped his phone, he clearly thought he had got off because visibly they didn't show that they were around him anymore. So he started yapping, telling them what y'all ran down on this person, y'all did this nigga gave me this money. And I don't know if that's fully in here.
Shoulder to shoulder charge, did money from that indictment. And
okay, but I do have the indictment here, and I'm gonna not read through the whole thing, but I'm gonna spell it out pretty quickly. So check this out. First and foremost, the reason why I think that WAC 100 affected this case, and I said it in front of him, and I'll say it to y'all, I think WAC tipped off Big U's family. This was not a grand jury indictment. This was a criminal complaint. A criminal complaint is used to, if you're charging someone with murder, that's not going to stick. You get what I'm saying? Like a criminal complaint, no. You want it to be grand jury, which means there was an actual legal proceeding where you presented evidence and they agreed with the evidence. So this was just to get Big U in custody. Well, why would they do that? Why would they need to get Big U in custody? Well, WAC 100 was online for the last 3 weeks before this got announced saying, yo, they're coming to get you. Run, 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 run. So I would imagine that that's more of a contributing factor than anything else. Okay? So cool. So it's a criminal complaint. It got filed here. And then we're going to keep scrolling down. This is a whole indictment, by the way. Now, there's some redacted pieces here. And the redacted pieces tell you that you're going to see in a superseding indictment. Now, this is the purpose of the affidavit. So they're saying Big U, these other people, they're running this enterprise, and they're saying, for example, Tremaine Ashley Williams, which is loose cannon, he did a few things by robbing people, this and third, and they mentioned some women, all type of shit. Now, they also got a search warrant. They didn't run through his houses, and I don't know what they found, but let me explain essentially what this investigation was. In February 2021, FBI, Los Angeles Metropolitan Task Force on Violent Gangs, launched an investigation into Henley's criminal enterprise and its association with the Rolling 60s, which began investigating in 2020. It's like mafia-like. It utilizes Henley's stature and long-standing association with the Rolling 60s and other street gangs to intimidate businesses and individuals in LA. Big U Enterprise is led by Henley. Henley is...
See, that's the thing, right? Everybody, we know this because, mind you, normally the feds, man, they let you know. They let you know they coming for you, right? So, who told WAC 100? because Big U was already gone from his home 2 weeks prior before that. You see what I'm saying? That's where everybody's that's the $1 million question. Who told Wack when they was gonna come? Because even when the mother said that the FBI was gonna raid his house, she said even at the end of March and the beginning of April, they came short after we heard that recording. You see what I'm saying? As if they actually knew the date. But at the same time, Big U was never at that house. He ain't been home for 2 weeks. You see what I'm saying? He got the call from his wife. His wife called him and said, "Hey, look, that nigga they came." You see what I'm saying? "Where you at? I'm finna bring the kids." You know what I'm saying? Jumped in the car, got to him, spent some time with him before he decided he couldn't run nowhere. Big U he exonerated. I mean, think about it. He didn't have no stash money. Remember, you got to always keep some hush hush money. That stash money when you live in that type of lifestyle. If you extorting, you getting grants from the government, from the state. You see what I'm saying? And you getting donations from these celebrities all through California. You need to put some money on the side. You don't put that type of money in the fucking bank account. Right now, his son is in the NFL, right? Okay, cool. He gonna be straight. But at the same time, we don't know how much money his son got signed for. Everybody that's in the NFL is not guaranteed a multi-million-dollar contract. It's niggas that's in the NFL right now that's probably operating off of 600, 900,000. And they're getting that in increments. They're not getting all of that shit at once. We don't know what his contract bonus look like. You see what I'm saying? Now, he balled out last year, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna come into some money. But we don't know exactly. Like, oh yeah, that nigga over there sitting on millions. He ain't been in the league that long. You see what I'm saying? So you can't depend on that. He had that house for some years. Hopefully his son either bought that house off or he gonna have that house, because shit, nigga, you go down and leave your family with nothing, you fail. If you go to prison and spend all them years behind them walls and all that money you touch and you leave nothing behind for your family, bro. Yeah, man, I don't care how you call that, nigga, you failed. I don't care if you ball for. Think about it. Let me just say this, because, I think a lot of these niggas out here, a lot of these YNs too, man, catch this game though, right? Some of you niggas want to ball for 2 summers and go do 15, 20 years. When you could sit back and you could grind for 2, 3 years and ball for a long ass time. See, it's backwards with this new generation. Even in my generation, a lot of them niggas, they was balling. You had one good summer. You probably had about 10 broads on your roster, and you don't remember them broads you was smashing. After you bust that nut and a couple years go by, shit, it's some motherfuckers that I don't even remember if I had sex with them or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I don't remember you. Shit, like, I was your boyfriend. When we go together? It's like, oh, we was in high school when we used to be fun. I don't remember that shit. I don't even know what it feel like, what it looked like. I don't remember that. Let me tell you something. If you don't remember that shit, it never happened. So, ladies, if you don't remember fucking that nigga, it ain't never happened. That's all right there. I'm like, nah, I don't know. Nah, I don't remember that shit. Let's go.
Is a self-admitted gang member, or OG, okay, original gangster, of the Rolling 60s, which is a violent criminal street gang with associated sets in other states. He's widely acknowledged as a leader, and apparently in the 80s, he rose to prominence in his position, and he's been there ever since. During this time, he also earned a reputation of being an enforcer for the 60s. Some members of the enterprise are also members of the 60s. Henley is able to lead the Big U enterprise because of his stand-in as the face of Rolling 60s for decades and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so the feds are painting 2 pictures. There's Rolling 60s and Big U enterprise, okay? So they then say the associates of Rolling 60s and other criminal elements for mutual benefit, but the Big U enterprise is a distinct and independent criminal enterprise engaged in criminal activity.
Sometimes your tracks are right there, but there's still something missing. Co-producer is going to give you unique sounds that...
All right, let's get to it. Hold on, let me pull it up, man. Shout out to everybody pulling up, man. Yeah, man, we finna get to it. We got 597 people in here. Salute. All right, let's go.
Evidence. It was also stated that while Brick Baby wasn't a main defendant in the Operation Drawdown, he had a separate sealed indictment pending for a different case. Brick Baby's indictment revealed 2 counts for illegally having guns and bullets. One of these incidents allegedly taking place on the 12th of June 2022, when Brick would reportedly shoot a 9mm handgun.
Oh, this ain't it. My bad. I had the wrong one. Hey, shout out to Trap Lord Ross too, man. He definitely killing it over there with the documentary. All right, let's go. And bingo. Let's do it.
Allegedly is a leader of the Bloods gang, once friends with Big U, but lately they turned enemies. And I find it ironic that Big U get indicted just 6 days later, what some people thought was just mere speculation. Today we go over this indictment, talk about each count, go over the events that's listed in this indictment, and see where they stand today. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Fam, meet Eugene Big U Henley, a Crips leader who helped launch Nipsey Hussle's career and was dubbed rap's godfather by people like Wiz Khalifa. He recently has been accused of murder, kidnapping, robbery, extortion, fraud by federal authorities. As part of Big U purported grip on Los Angeles, his alleged victims were required to check in with Henley before arriving in the city in order to obtain quote-unquote protection. According to the 107-page federal complaint unveiled today, among those Big U allegedly extorted were professional athletes and musicians. The complaint said, whose business interests were not always legitimate. Federal authorities likened Big U Enterprise to a, quote, mafia-like organization, end quote, that relies on his stature and long-standing associates with the Rolling 60s and other street gangs to intimidate businesses and individuals in L.A. Authorities said today in a press conference, which we'll later check out, that Big U is a fugitive on the run, and more than a dozen others are in custody tied to a sprawling criminal case. The U.S. District Attorney, quote, Big U has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur, running a music label, and of somebody who gives back to the community of Los Angeles. The U.S. Attorney Joseph had, quote, the facts alleged in the complaint a very different picture. There's one of a murderer, a thief, a liar, and a cheater, and the criminals that enabled him. Following a years-long FBI investigation, federal authorities have accused Big U of kidnapping and fatally shooting a young rapper in the face and leaving his body in the Las Vegas desert over perceived disrespect, which we'll later discuss in further details. According to the indictment, in directing the robbery of an unlicensed LA marijuana dispensary that had stopped making extortion payments. This was 107 pages, fam. But Big U also allegedly defrauded companies, donors, athletes, and celebrities, including professional basketball player Draymond Green and former NBA MVP Shaquille O'Neal, persuading them to donate to his charities and later alleging transferring the money to his own personal bank accounts. Authorities also have accused Big U to fraudulently obtaining funding from the Gang Reduction and Youth Development Program, overseen by the LA's mayor's office. Now, the backstory on Big U, he previously served 13 years in prison after trying to rob an undercover sheriff's deputy of 33 pounds of cocaine in 1991. His son is a linebacker for the Los Angeles Chargers.
This weekend, and one former WSU Cougar was lucky enough to hear his name called in the third round.
KREM 2's Andrew Quinn sat down with Deion Henley to discuss his big day.
Well, it's the call every football player longs to hear, and it came on day 2 of the 2023 NFL Draft for Deion Henley, and it just so happened to be from one of his hometown teams.
I'm a Charger. Just to be home and be able to be in my city and be a Charger is probably the greatest feeling, something I couldn't even imagine.
The Los Angeles Chargers drafted Henley with the 85th overall pick in the third round. It may have been a longer wait than Henley expected for the call, but he is keeping it all in perspective.
I was a 2-star recruit out of high school. Didn't have a position. I redshirted as a junior in college. It's not normal. So to go to the third is a blessing. If I was to go undrafted, if I was to slide to the 7th, what people fail to realize is I would still be going to the NFL. So I'm beyond blessed and grateful for the situation and where I am.
Henley shined as a senior at WSU, finishing second in the Pac-12 in tackles and becoming a finalist for the Dick Butkus Award. He credits the WSU coaching staff for preparing him so well for the NFL.
I spent a lot of time in that film room, a lot of time with my coaches talking and having extra conversations. Coach Dickard, asking him a million questions because I knew that he had knowledge upon my position and just eating off of those with greater knowledge than I have in the sport that I love.
Henley now joins a defense filled with longtime NFL stars, and he hopes to soak up even more knowledge to help improve his game.
Shout out SpongeBob. I'm trying to be the biggest sponge above ocean level and take in with anything I can, you know. I just aspire to be like the guys that I'm going to be around, and I want to be accepted in as a key role player eventually. And I know nothing is given, so I want to earn that, of course.
Henley will wear number 0 in LA, and when I asked Dayon why number 0, he said, "I'm the first Charger to ever wear that number, and I'm thinking of making a statement and starting my career by doing something no one has ever done before. The Ranger is already standing out in his early NFL."
Also, according to this indictment, Big U, alleged right-hand man, Sylvester Robinson, and trustee Lieutenant Mark Martin are accused of violating the RICO Act. Now, authorities also have charged Tremaine Williams, a.k.a. Lucci Cannon, with robbery, Armani Afaji, a.k.a. Monty, with transporting an individual to engage in prostitution, and Frederick Blayton Jr. and Tiffany Hines with bank fraud. All of them are in custody, except Big U. In an affidavit filed with the criminal complaint, Andrew Rosa, a special agent with the FBI, said members and associates of the Big U enterprise used Big U's and the group's history and reputation to, quote, control, end quote, Los Angeles through violence, fear, and intimidation. Now, that's funny because Big U once did an interview on $1 Million Worth of Game with Wallow and Gilly, and he spoke about how he handled disputes or problems within his own camp. Also, on this show, or on this episode rather, was Whack 100. Check out about 60 seconds.
But let me tell you, she tell a nigga, you know, I don't even think it was for the rest of the table to hear, but she tell a nigga on some deep shit. She said, "Yeah, nigga, because you're getting soft."
What?
And he say, "Hey,
So
hey,
let me tell you.
no, hold on."
What
He
the-
said,
I'm gonna
"No,
give you
no,
a prime
hold on,
example
hold
of what
on, wait,
happened.
hold on, hold
Give
on,
you a
wait,
prime
hold
example.
on."
You gonna
After I tell
agree
the
with me
story,
100.
after I tell the story, right? So you know, me,
It was more to the story.
I'm instigating. Damn, getting soft. So now it's out the whole table. She looked right at me. "Yeah, Gilly, nigga getting soft."
Now I'ma tell
So
you.
now he gotta say, now he gotta speak up. No. See, what I tell you about, I ain't getting so. One of my homies was at the house and he did something she ain't like. She wanted me to break the nigga arm and I ain't break the nigga. Yeah, she looked at him and
that's
said,
not what
listen,
happened.
she looked at him and said, "Yeah, you
I'm
should
gonna
have
give you
broke
an
his
analogy.
fucking
No, I'm
arm."
gonna give you an
That's
analogy.
soft.
No, I'm gonna give you an
She
analogy.
let me
in, I go to sleep. Now catch this analogy. Catch this analogy. You remember how you called me about Lil Youngster, our little family? He did some fuck shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so you could have cut his head off.
Yeah.
Or cut an ear off.
But we don't.
Stacy was like, "You should have cut the nigga ear off. Or you should have did something to him." I'm
Broke
like,
the
"No."
nigga arm.
Down.
But he
The
wasn't that-
only difference is
Stacey a
the
gangster.
reason why a woman doesn't
She a
rule a
homie.
nation, reason why a woman shouldn't rule a nation,
'Cause they
she will
emotional.
rule with emotion.
Emotions.
And a man won't. Because I understand. Sometimes if I do something, let me explain it to
But
you.
you acted off emotion.
you telling me
you just beat a whole.
whoever it was with one like
our
it
little
didn't
dude.
warrant,
Okay.
It didn't warrant me because I
Yeah.
could have lost more by being physical with one of the little homies who did something wrong. Or I could have let that go and let everybody else see that I show mercy sometime. And her mind is,
Man, this is bad. This is bad, nigga. I don't know who Stacy is, but if he talking, is this his wife he talking about? They talking about breaking somebody else's son arm? Nigga, and then you talking about whooping on a listen, man, listen, homie. The fact that they're talking about disciplining somebody else's son out here in the world, somebody else's son behind they actions, nigga holding like nigga acting like judge in the man. Let me tell you something, bro. I seen a lot of G niggas get knocked down trying to put their hands on somebody and because they did something, and especially if they're a grown ass man. You see what I'm saying? Like this, nah, bro. Like and if that's what they saying, Stacy said you should have broke his arm. Nigga, that ain't no. How's that your homeboy? Any homie that will a G homie, nigga, any homie, period, nigga. You break your own homie arm, nigga. I'm not from that hood no more, nigga. Break my arm, nigga. I'm finna try to take your life. I'm not from nigga. Break my shit on purpose. Like put your arm out. I'm about to break it to teach you an example. Man, nigga, it's over, cuz. Nigga, it's over. Then they said, damn, nigga, the nigga wife is a gang. Man, see what happened when you got that power though, boy? It's a dangerous game. I don't know who he's talking about, but I think they referencing that Stacey is somebody's wife or somebody. I don't know who that is. That might be close to Big U, but that's some nasty work, bro. That's some nasty. And the fact that y'all talking about this shit on a podcast, they go eat this shit up. I'm talking about, man, upper room. Yeah. They go, y'all heard of Spanky Johnson? Yeah, nah, this is bad work, gang. Let's go.
It's no, cut his ear off. You should at least cut his ear. You should have got some. But every time you don't use Bron.
So okay, so it's safe to say that it was growth involved.
It was growth. That's
No,
what I'm,
that- no,
and
definitely.
she was like, no, you getting soft. She like, you should have. And I'm like, no, but look
But
at where
then
now.
if we
Now he's
don't
in the
do it
fold.
that way,
Never had another product since then. Still doing everything. he's
but
supposed
hold
to.
on, though, bro. If we don't do it that way and we taking count, then they telling us we should make better decisions.
And we being too mean. You know, I learned from youngsters. Let me tell you something. I had a situation having one of my homeboys. He didn't pay a debt. And he didn't do something. And I called one of my other little homies and said, look, bring him to me. So when he got to me, but before he got to my other little homie said, you like Pops, you know, he like, like, man, you had niggas scared in the world because we can't make one mistake. And so ever since my little homeboy said that to me, and he was basically talking simply for somebody else. He wasn't even the one who was on the table, but he made me.
So wait, so prior to that, y'all gotta understand something. So prior to that, nigga made one mistake, nigga, it was hell to pay. Now you sitting behind them walls, you could possibly believe anybody that you done broke their arms, bust their fucking face, knock their face in. You can't believe that they supposed to just sit there, be quiet, and man, come on, man, nigga, if you even tried to hurt some of them niggas out there, this is a new generation. Back in the day, a nigga probably just try to come hunt you down and hurt you. This new generation, yeah, nigga, you did something. These are somebody kids. So 9 out of 10, you saying a little homie, what, he's 17, 18, 19, and you niggas is breaking faces and beating niggas' ass like that? Man, them little niggas will tell on you, man. Them little niggas will tell on you, man. Shit, niggas be sitting in court laughing. You know what I'm saying? They be laughing at your ass, boy. Shit, nigga, I'm telling you, I know what they doing. I can see that, nigga. Yeah, nigga, look at 600. 600 is the example. Nigga, he been telling on Big U for a long ass time.
Realize, like, okay, you can't just be bronze all the way. And I hate to give a story on one of my close friends.
Well, here go the problem
from Main
with that.
Street.
But you know what the problem was, right? With that.
Let me give you one more
Here
story.
go the problem, though,
Jail
bro.
Dog.
Now, the feds claimed that the Big U enterprise was a front for promoting himself as a reformed gang member focused on bettering the community. But now you got a pretty good idea on who Big U is, well, at least according to the public. Let's talk about the details in this paperwork, starting with the Las Vegas killing. Fam, meet Rayshawn Williams. He was a wide receiver for Crenshaw High. He lived with Big U because he was the best friend to Big U's son, who now played for the Chargers. 5 days before his demise in January of 2021, Rayshawn Williams recorded a diss song. In his affidavit, the agent said he believed that Williams' diss song was about Big U, whose independent record label, Unique Music, was representing the 21-year-old rapper. Now, it's unclear whether Big U heard diss lyrics prior to the killing, according to the complaint. In the diss song, Williams referred to Big U as the, quote, bro that makes some money, end quote. Now, Williams rapped himself that he might get himself shot in the face for thinking shit funny. He mentioned a .38 revolver with no trace. Now, 5 days later after that diss song, Las Vegas police found Williams' body in a ditch near a landfill on January 25th, 2021. May he rest in peace. The love and condolences to his family. He'd been shot in the face with a revolver that left no shell casings. According to the affidavit, Unique Music paid to fly Williams from California to Las Vegas in January 2021 and put him up in an Airbnb. His family said Big U had coached the young rapper in football since he was young. Williams was supposed to spend a week at the recording studio and record a song a day, but he missed some days. When Williams didn't show up to the studio on January 23rd, 2021, investigators said Big U and Robinson drove from LA to Las Vegas to confront him. A friend of Williams, identified Big U, arrived at the Airbnb around 2 a.m. on January 24th, 2021. Big U asked why Williams hadn't shown up to the studio. CA told the authorities Williams claimed he didn't have a ride. Quote, I believe Williams wasting the time, thereby disparring Big U name and the Big U Enterprise reputation, and potentially flaunting that disrespect with the lyrics of the diss song led to a dispute, according to the feds. But nonetheless, they headed to the studio. Big U arrived at the studio about 7 p.m. Williams arrived a couple hours after and recorded until midnight. Witnesses told authorities about 12:30 a.m., Big U left the studio. The dark gray Lexus that he and Robinson had driven to the studio was no longer there. According to the feds, shortly before 1 a.m., Big U phone stopped reporting locations data. It didn't start again until about 2:15 a.m. Surveillance footage at the Airbnb where Williams was staying captured a dark gray and silver sedan, arriving about 1:13 a.m. According to the complaint, Williams got out of the passenger side of the car, went inside, and returned a few minutes later with a suitcase, despite the fact that the Airbnb was rented for another date, and he was not set to leave on a flight until the following day. Around 3 a.m., a witness said Big U returned to the studio alone. The witness said Big U appeared to be drenched in either sweat or water. Now,
y'all understand what's going on, man. Look, that's a witness. You see what I'm saying? This is a witness on that ass. It's no way, bro. Well, listen, man, let me just say this, man. Some of y'all don't know what a good person is. You know what I'm saying? Because money control y'all loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all don't know what a good person is because money control your loyalty. And I've been saying this for the longest. In today's society, if you want real loyalty, you gotta pay for that shit, man. Loyalty was, you know what I'm saying, what a friend was, what a friend is to somebody. You see what I'm saying? Everybody say that they your friend, your homeboy. Nigga, they don't hold no weight no more. Nigga, your homeboy be the same nigga that backdoor you. Your homeboy be the same nigga. When you go to jail, he go knock your sister up and have a baby by your sister. Your homeboy go sell dope to your mama while you locked up doing 5 to 10. You see what I'm saying? Your mama ain't shit, nigga. They cut her off the government, took her Section 8 apartment and all that shit. And now, you know what I'm saying? One of her little homegirls got drunk and said, let's hit some crack. You know what I'm saying? And now your mama on crack and your homeboy is selling your mama dope. Now your mama over there, nigga, on that bass rock, nigga, getting hard than a motherfucker. And because she knew that you was friends with her son, she like, show me some love. I'm gonna get you. I'm just going through something right now. And this nigga over here talking about shit. Man, what you gonna do for it? She like, oh, come on, please. I'm gonna get sick if I don't hit this shit. You know what that nigga gonna do? Nigga go zip down his pants and he go get your mama and have your mama giving him some sloppy toppy. This is what your homeboy do. Cause your homeboy, nigga, make your mama suck his, you know what I'm saying, just for some bass rock. You see what I'm saying? And nigga have a baby by your baby mama. You know how many niggas in the streets got babies by the same broad in the streets? And that's your homeboy. That's why I'm saying that niggas don't, some of y'all don't know what a good person is, bro, because money control your loyalty. Some of y'all niggas, bro, you know, is controlled by money. Money, you niggas will do anything to get some money just to spend it so people can see you got it. And then what you gonna do once the niggas see you spend it? After you spent it all, those just become a memory. You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna have nothing tangible, nothing that's gonna sustain the money that you accomplish. Niggas blow through money every day. The summertime coming, bro. Look, man, I'm about to be in t-shirts and all the way to June, bro. I'm finna just grind, man, and stay in the gym. I've been, you know, catting off, you know what I'm saying, going to bars and shit. Nigga, it's time to, nigga, stop all that, nigga. Get in the gym, stay focused. Some of us, we fall off, but get in that gym, man. Let's get back focused. Cut some people off, man. See, nowadays, you know, you gotta be prepared to realize that it's gonna be some people that you're not gonna never talk to again because you're going in a certain direction. You see what I'm saying? Everybody can't go. Keep hanging with the same people. I told y'all the most scariest place to be is in the same spot. That's the most scariest thing, to be in the same spot forever. The scariest thing I always feared is being in the same spot forever and never go nowhere. You see what I'm saying? This world is so fucking big, bro. I'm talking about, nigga, y'all wouldn't even believe it. Nigga, I was just FaceTiming Snoop Dogg the other day. I don't really talk about the shit I be doing behind the scenes. Me and Snoop, nigga, we FaceTiming, chopping it up, nigga, giving me game and all that shit. Nigga, I'm talking about Dog, nigga. I get the call from Dog. You see what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, nigga, Snoop Dogg said hit him. All right, let me hit Dog. You know, when Dog say call. I miss his call. Nigga end up calling me back. You know what I'm saying? And nigga, we chopping it. I'm just soaking up. I'm talking about literally, nigga, when Snoop Dogg FaceTime me, nigga, I swear to God, nigga, Snoop would be like, nigga, I grab my notebook, right? I grab my notebook and my pen. Damn, what the fuck? This motherfucker, that's crazy. It's invisible. I grab my notebook, nigga, and I'm like, say that shit again, Snoop. I had Snoop repeating himself, nigga. I'm talking about, look, nigga, like, come on, nigga, Nina Boy from 69th Street, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Never in a million years, nigga, I get a call from Snoop Dogg, nigga. I'm FaceTiming Dog, nigga. I'm taking notes on their ass, like, yeah, nigga. You see what I'm saying? I already know I got my shit perfected, but when Dog got some advice, nigga, you listen. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, I'm talking about, yeah, I'm talking about backseat. All I'm gonna say is y'all see, I'm not gonna say too much, but don't be surprised if you see me somewhere, nigga, on somebody podcast with Snoop Dogg. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know, I ain't gonna say nothing. But if you see me with Dog, nigga, just know, nigga, my hard work, nigga, it took off, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Where niggas is smelling what I'm selling. You know what I'm saying? Niggas fucking with what I got going on. You see what I'm saying? And that's what this shit is about. I would have never got to this point where I'm receiving a call from Dog, nigga, if I'm still hanging in the same spot. You know what I'm saying? I asked that nigga some remarkable questions, and a nigga gave me some game, nigga, where I knew I was in the right position. I'm talking about I knew it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why I even told y'all that, but it was just imperative that y'all realize, man, that it's going to be a time in your life where you realize that it's going to be some people that you had love for that you probably just never go talk to again because they don't want the same thing you want. And some of them, nigga, they go cat off on you. Nigga, they go cat off on you, nigga, act like, nigga, you boosie out here because, nigga, you ain't coming around them. You see what I'm saying? You ain't chasing behind them. You know what I'm saying? You know how motherfuckers is when you got to come hang around somebody to be solidified and shit. By the time you reach 35, nigga, 40 years old, nigga, the older you get, nigga, the more you realize that you don't got time for bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Nigga, 35, the old, that once you get 35, that should be the more quieter you become. At 35, you should get way quiet. 40, nigga, you silence. A nigga say some shit, nigga. All right, for sure. That's what you on. Hey, y'all take it easy. You know what I'm saying? Or like a Chevy, you know what I'm saying? Get up out of there. And you don't have time for that shit, bro. You 35 and up, you don't got time to be arguing with nobody when you chasing something that these niggas ain't chasing. What make you niggas think that you listen, bro? That's what, never argue with a fool because they'll lower you down to their level and beat you by experience. You understand what you know what that mean? A nigga will literally bait you in and get you to jump out your motherfucking body because of what they got going on with their life. Shit, nigga, even your mama, and yeah, I said it, nigga, your own motherfucking mama, nigga, would be the same one because, you know, your mama was taught to, after high school, get a job and keep your motherfucking head down. You see what I'm saying? Your daddy too. You know what I'm saying? Nobody told you to go be an entrepreneur. None of them got rich. Did you notice that shit? Nobody who was in the 80s and shit that nigga finished high school just got rich. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in the 70s just got rich. All of them just ended up just being bitter on government assistance. And this is our family, our people. I'm telling you what it is. It's nothing to be ashamed about. They didn't know no better. You see what I'm saying? Now these kids talking about shit, man. You niggas is talking about y'all doing 80, 90 hours a fucking week for a paycheck, knowing that they like shit, man. Let me get on TikTok. Let me sell this product. We got more entrepreneurs cooking and making thousands of dollars. The money is here. It's no point in no shape or form do a nigga gotta stand on the corner and sell dope no more. Shit, a nigga cooking food on the corner, nigga, you get a little hot dog stand, nigga, and make more than a dope dealer. If you realize if a nigga still selling dope in 2025, nigga, you ain't made it yet. Nigga, you still buying double ups and nigga eighths and QP, man, all that, man. Look, bro, an ounce, nigga, you still serving ounces, nigga. You know what I'm saying, nigga? In 2025, nigga, you been selling dope for 15, 20 years. You not rich yet? Then you in the wrong profession, bro. See, niggas ain't telling niggas, bro, like that. Yeah, nigga, that's what we supposed to do. You know what I'm saying, nigga? We do this till we die. See, that's the problem. We're not telling niggas, nah, bro, look, you been doing this shit, nigga. Nigga, you can rap. Nigga, get in the studio. Nigga, hey, nigga, they got a European league overseas. Go play overseas football, bro. You wasting your time over here, cuz. Nigga, look how fast you running down the street, nigga. Everybody got caught by the police but you, nigga. You run too fast. Nigga, go play football. Ain't nobody telling somebody to go do the right thing in the hood no more. When I was coming up, nigga, they told us to go to school. The hood go be here. Don't be standing over here because, nigga, y'all making the block hot. Ain't nobody telling these young niggas that shit. You got more niggas coming out of high school gang banging than going to college. But when I say that shit, oh, you hating on these little niggas. Let these niggas gang bang, Nina. Go on gang bang, bro. I absolutely would never deter nobody to never stop. I come from it. But also have a backup plan, nigga. Make sure you got some lawyer money. Because Big U is cooked. I'm going to be honest with you. That nigga fried, Jack. It ain't no coming back from that. Nigga, all that shit that nigga said some shit on that wiretap, gang. Let's go.
At this point, you figure Big U know exactly who this witness is. Because according to the feds, Big U told the witness he was coming back from the gym, according to the complaint. Hours later, on January 25th, 2021, at around 9 a.m., Williams' body was found in a ditch. He had died of multiple gunshot wounds. He was shot in the face. Authorities compared DNA collected from Williams' body to Big U's DNA profile. The result was inconclusive, but
I'm going to say this. That's a 17-year-old boy who was clearly shot by a grown man. I ain't saying Big U, but we don't know whoever shot him. That wasn't no child who shot him out of state. That had to be a grown man. A grown-ass man shot a 17-year-old boy. And I'm not saying you because we still don't know if he did it. But because he's innocent until proven guilty, right? You get your just due until you convicted, right? But somebody shot a 17-year-old little boy. That's a child, gang. A little boy got knocked down for having, so he can't, freedom of speech. So a nigga can't say what's on his chest out here, right? Come on, gang. And I promise you this, whoever killed that little 17-year-old little boy, don't you have no kids out here in this world and you telling them, don't gang bang, you do the right thing, but you out here killing kids and shit like that. It's cool for you to kill somebody else's son, but you want your son to be a honor student and all this type of shit, like niggas' kids is better than the next. Karma is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So whoever killed that little nigga, man, you know, just make sure you can stand up on if you get caught for it. Let's go.
Big U, quote, could not be excluded, end quote, as a suspect, according to the complaint. Also documented in the complaint following the homicide, Big U allegedly arranged for recording equipment from the studio to be removed and surveillance video to be destroyed. The feds wrote that they believed the footage would have shown an altercation between Big U and Williams the night of the killing, and at minimum, Big U and Williams leaving the studio together shortly before Williams' murder. A month after Williams' death, the FBI LA Metropolitan Task Force on Violent Gangs launched an investigation into Big U Enterprise and its association with the Rolling 60s. Now, in this indictment, it also pointed out that Big U is considered an original gangster, an OG. Big U is an admitted member and original gangster, or OG, of the Rolling 60s, as someone who, quote, widely regarded as a leader, end quote, within the game. And this is where they do the check-ins. But before we do that, listen to what Big U have to say in regards to what checking in means. Check it out.
The youngsters get out and then they have to have an experience before they realize I should have checked in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or I should have called, or I should have been moving a certain way. And so they get out and they might be under your banner, but then they not respecting the banner. They ain't calling you. They got your number. Mm-hmm. They know who you is, but they feel like they bigger than the program. You know, you got a lot of dudes, like when I was here last time, they claim my neighborhood that's in this.
Wow, did y'all heard that? He said what? He said dudes who think they bigger than the program. Who writes the program? Let's go.
And then they have to have an experience before they realize I should have checked in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or I should have called, or I should have been moving a certain way. And so they get out and they might be under your banner, but then they not respecting the banner. They ain't calling you. They got your number.
Mm-hmm.
They know who you is, but they feel like they bigger than the program. You know, and you got a lot of dudes, like when I was here last time, they claim my neighborhood that's in this music shit, but they don't really fuck with us until it's a problem. Then they call it. Like Quando Rondo. I just showed Envy. Like, you can't call me now. You can't call me when the fire hot.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't fuck with me before that. You know what I mean? You had my number. You could have called me. You could have did all that. You know what I mean? But he was around about. But how is that fair to me? How is that?
So now you know how Big U feel. In 2022, according to the feds, they interviewed a witness identified as CW1, corroborating witness 1, who claimed that rap artists, athletes, and other visitors needed to pay Big U a fee when they came to the city. CW1 told authorities about a large buy-in dice game in LA in June 2019. The game involved a professional boxer, identified only as AB, AB's associates, and several prominent NBA players. According to CW1, AB and his associates fixed the game, cheating the NBA players out of millions of dollars using teased dice. After the game, according to the feds, Big U directed his associates to rough up AB, who had not checked in with Big U, and to get the money back from him on behalf of the cheated NBA players. Multiple members of the Rolling 60s allegedly arrived and were used to press AB. Big U stepped in. CW1 told authorities, quote, because he was involved in and/or would approve of any dice games or similar events, such as parties involving large.
Hey, y'all, let me just say this, man, just for the record, right? I don't care how good you play the victim. That karma is going to dog walk you, homie. I want y'all to really catch this game. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? How good you play the victim in this shit. That karma is go dog walk you. I just all I hear Big U saying, y'all wrong. But even listening to this shit, y'all supposed to be listening to me, man. Nigga, I am the program. I could just hear that shit, man. So y'all YNs, man, focus on y'all purpose, not y'all problems. You know what I'm saying? Right now, focus on y'all purpose. If a nigga had any motivation to tell y'all, nigga, this is the time, nigga, go get your barber license. You know what I'm saying? Go get your trade. Go get you know what I'm saying? Your class A, your class B. You know what I'm saying? The oil rigs is hiring. Factories is coming back to America. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, nigga, this is the perfect time to get on your bag. See, what people didn't realize is that by America shipping our products to China for cheap labor, it cut out the middle class. See, the middle class damn near was abolished. Men couldn't see. This is why men wasn't able to get sustainable jobs. The factories was gone. Firestone, the tires, and all of these companies, and most of those moved to the South. All of that shit is coming back. You see what I'm saying? So with that shit coming back, men are gonna have an opportunity to step up, nigga, and make a good living for itself. I'm talking about $100,000, $150,000. Like those jobs is coming back. It ain't gonna be no cheap labor. What I do believe is that they're gonna lower the age for kids to start working as well. Because remember, back in the day, kids couldn't work till they was 16. But shit, nigga, way society is, I think they might start at 14 and a half, 15. You see what I'm saying? It's look, time is now, nigga, to decide who you want to be in life. It's going to come a time, and it's coming soon. So I hope y'all ready and y'all prepared. You're going to have to decide who you want to be in life. You see what I'm saying? You want to just be the gang banger on your block that get recognized by your hood. That's okay. That's cool. But also, you're going to have to decide when society say, hey, every first of the month, this is when I need my rent. Every 12th is when I need that car note. And every 20th where that light and that gas bill is coming. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to have to decide. You want to be the nigga who pay bills and got an income coming in? Or do you want to be the nigga that got to get it out the streets? And only way you get it out of the streets is predicated off of violence. So make sure, nigga, if you willing to do this violence, you willing to do this time. That time, nigga, you know what I'm saying? We watching niggas get washed up. They got technology now. The game is damn near over. We didn't have technology. They got, nigga, they got cameras on every corner. You see what I'm saying? They got cell phone towers that can track you if they catch you. They could ping your phone to that location. They got people that's being witnesses, confidential informants. The same nigga that's your friend today could get flipped tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? You don't know who the corroborating witness is. The game is tricky. Everybody for themselves. It's 2025, y'all. So, you know, whether you out there or not, nigga, you still got to make that choice, homie. You got to decide who you want to be and who you gonna be this year, who you gonna be this month. You might not want to be the same nigga you was this month, next month. You always got room to elevate. You can nigga, recreate yourself. That go for the women that's watching me too. Recreate yourself. Change that shit up. Stop being what everybody wants you to be. That's the problem. Oh, that nigga, that motherfucker acting funny. They changed. Nah, nigga, I just grew. It's nothing wrong with growing. Nigga want to try to keep you down because they too motherfucking lazy. Some of y'all been sitting in the couch on the couch farting all day, digging in your drawers, and you know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't took a bath all day. Some of y'all still ain't washed y'all motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Change that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Eat some fucking, drink some water. Let's go. It was on my heart, man. So I had to get it off my heart. So work with me, baby. Work with me. Let's go.
Sums of money and prominent NBA players and celebrities, end quote, in the city. According to the complaint, CW1 knew other times in which NBA players or celebrities would need to get approval in advance from Big U to ensure their safeties at events such as parties, games, or advertising shoots. CW1 said the celebrities would have to pay Big U for protection and approval or face retaliation from Big U Enterprise. In a monitored meeting between Big U and someone identified only as Victim 1, Big U recounted that he got into it with AB after AB cheated a current NBA All-Star out of $1.5 million and a former NBA All-Star out of $5 million. Big U also talked about charging the players $100,000 to get their money back. In a podcast Big U hosted called Checking In that was on World Star Hip Hop, he said every city he goes to, he quote, I check in with somebody, end quote. But he has denied charging fees for those coming to LA, quote, I never made no athlete, no rapper give me nothing, end quote. Big U said in the interview with Genius, a digital media company, they reach out to me because they feel.
You know, another thing they gonna ask, if you're not if it's free to check in, then what's the purpose of doing it? You know what I'm saying? If it's free, then why do people got to check in? You know what I'm saying? And if they check in, why would somebody sacrifice their life for somebody who ain't gave them nothing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I could just see them asking like, so they check in and somebody do something to them. Somebody's gonna sacrifice their life because they called and checked in. I can see that, man. There's so many ways. He needs a proper legal defense. He's going to need some lawyers that can always create and generate scenarios of what this checking in means. Because you gave examples of what happened with Quando Rondo. When he didn't check in, he said, don't call me now. It's too late. It's too late now. You see what I'm saying? So if it's no fee, if it's a free thing to check in, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? So a nigga can't call you late. It's a time limit. Nigga, your time expired, Jack. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, I hope these dudes have good lawyers, man, because I'm learning from this shit right here. I'm learning. Everything these dudes have said on these podcasts can be and will be used against them. Let's go.
Feel a connection to me and my neighborhood for whatever that reason. Now, the next segment in this complaint will be titled How to Rob Yourself. The complaint laid out various robberies allegedly carried by Big U Enterprise, including one at an unlicensed marijuana dispensary in LA on June 5th, 2021. In that case, the victim told authorities he'd been paying Enterprise up to $25,000 per month in extortion fees. After he stopped paying, he said nearly a dozen of Big U Enterprise members and associates, along with Rolling 60 members, rushed into the dispensary armed with firearms. They were not wearing masks to obscure their identities. They allegedly stole cash and marijuana from the store before fleeing. That same day, Big U allegedly invited the victim to his home, where he laid out what had been stolen from the dispensary. Quote, that's how you rob yourself, end quote, Big U allegedly had said. The feds wrote, throughout their investigation, the FBI obtained recordings of Big U Enterprise members and associates discussing robberies that they were doing or planned to do. In one case, the feds say that he heard Big U on a wiretap planning a robbery of people who had stolen equipment from a celebrity rapper using the Apple AirTag that was with the equipment. Big U, Mitchell, and others got guns and began their stage of robbery. They called it off after spotting police arrived at the location. According to the complaint, Big U organized a birthday party at Deja Vu for himself in December of 2021. He allegedly negotiated to receive roughly 33% of the bar proceeds and promised that famous rappers, including Wiz Khalifa and T.I., would attend. The night of the birthday party, Big U, Robinson, Martin, and others associates turned up at the club. A victim told authorities he watched as Robinson, Martin, and 3 other associates took a different victim into a back room and extorted $30,000 from him. And by the way, fam, none of the promised celebrity rappers arrived, according to the complaint. Now here's the alleged fraud of the complaint. Authorities also accuse Big U of fraudulently obtaining funding from the...
All right, so that 30,000, right? That 30 bands that they talking about, right? So this is where it gets tricky at. So I believe in that because looking at the paperwork, they're talking about Dale Morrison. Now, what Big U didn't realize, and this is why I say, you know, he's fucked. I'm talking about it's over. He's not going to ever realize what's going to hit him until he see the discovery, what they got on him in court. Dale Morrison was already working with the feds. So the money that Big U allegedly was extorting from Dale Morrison, guess who money that was? The feds. He was extorting money from Dale Morrison, and that money that he was taking from Dale Morrison, that was the money that the feds was giving Dale Morrison. So basically, they said, nigga, he didn't have no problem giving you that shit. That was the feds' money. So you was taking that 30 bands that you took from him, allegedly, what we're seeing in the paperwork is that's what the feds gave him, and they took you took the feds' money. You took the bait. They set you up. So that's why I don't think they got him. You feel me? Like, nigga, it's I'm sorry. They got his ass. Woo, shit. They got bullshit. That's why I tell y'all the game is 60% mental, 40% physical. You gotta understand this game, bro. If you out here just thinking, nigga, just all muscle and no brains, you're not gonna. Come on, bro. Nigga, you ride this nigga for 30 bands, nigga, and you see he didn't need, and then look, he still kept fucking with you. What nigga get robbed for 30,000 and he still fucking with you?
Oh, you be out there selling houses?
Nigga, you out here, come on. Nigga, what nigga get robbed and come back? Man, I'm telling y'all, gang, this shit is crazy, man. Let's go.
The LA mayor's office through the Gang Reduction Youth Development Program. Since around 2015, according to the feds, Big U nonprofit Development Options has received $550,000 annually as part of the program. The nonprofit was allotted over $2.3 million from the city from July 1st, 2018 to June 30th, 2023. From that, according to the feds, Big U has drawn hundreds of thousands of dollars, purportedly in salary. According to the complaint, the GRYD program, quote, has extensive mandatory handbook that is apprehended to each contract and that Development Options, like every other GRYD contractor, must comply with, end quote. Among many requirements are extensive criminal background checks, compliance, training, approval of employees, attendance at meetings, logging activities, and cooperating with local law enforcement. Fraudulently, Big U allegedly applied for federal pandemic relief loans for Development Options, Unique Music, and other businesses. Finally, authorities accuse Big U of committing wire fraud by embezzling more than $100,000 in donations to Development Options. Although none of the donors were identified in the complaint, the names was confirmed by federal sources and public interviews. Among them was Draymond Green, who made a $20,000 donation to Development Options in August of 2019. Big U allegedly embezzled the entire donation, transferring the funds to his personal checking account. Another was Shaquille O'Neal, who wrote a $20,000 check intended to support Development Options at the Crenshaw Rams youth sports team. Big U allegedly transferred most of the money to his bank account. As of now, Big U is not apprehended, but he faced up to 20 years for the RICO charge. but could get a life sentence. The jury has agreed to commit the murder specifically. Now, I know that was a lot, but we're talking about 105 pages, years worth of evidence. Shout out to Las Vegas Fox, the local news, $1 million worth of.
All right, y'all. So yeah, man, y'all gotta understand, man. This is crucial, man. I hope everybody following this journey. I hope everybody following what's going on with this Rico, this Operation Drawdown. I hope y'all just paying attention to everything, because it's a lot of content creators that saying, look, man, you know, and I always say, man, hey, if I could do this shit, you could do this shit too. All you gotta do is try, man. But just soak up game, man, and get to it, man. Beat your feet, man, because TikTok right now, everybody that's watching me, man, if y'all don't have a TikTok and you ain't posting, man, y'all tripping. I'm watching people stay down on TikTok 2-3 months. Just fuck it. I'm gonna just dedicate my time to it. And now they getting little, you know, $2,000 checks, $1,000, you know, fine. It don't matter. That's an income. You ain't doing shit anyway. Some of y'all digging in y'all nose right now, watching, going, ugh. So on that note, man, thank everybody for pulling up to the channel. If you ain't subscribed to this channel, man, I'll try to give it my all every day. So I need y'all, if y'all fuck with me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think, how I'm doing. And also follow me on Instagram, man, and let me know y'all thumbing with me. On that note, man, I'm going to see y'all on the next video. Let's go.
Don't tell you twice. I'm real discreet. Thief in the night. If I call you.